faded.
Didn't wash though. It was similar color, so the trees was just soften it. We would dot again, and some whites on the clothes, and then some bird. Blue roof. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna do this today. Okay. And then plus the winters. I was thinking about painting four seasons in 3 days, but
Yeah.
Yep. And
He's using all the way to the ferrule.
the way that he now
There.
remember I draw the outline. Okay, first that is the guy, so you know at least you don't have to imagine, you already have the shape. And what he did is using here,
Yeah. The butt end.
and then it's actually sketching whatever he wanted to paint, and then before he actually put in a darker brush stroke. So sort of if he make a mistake, then he can always rub it
Right over it.
and then camouflage it. You have don't know what. Yeah.
Oh, he's painted out that whole brush from the dark ink all the way to the very last pale ink in the back of that brush.
And then the way now this is important. The way he using brush, he does not holding only one position.
No, it's all up and down that brush.
No, well, so those are things when I pointed out. You see that? Now, see that? By using that, it's like when I lighten it, it's a very similar way. Yeah. But now we I mean I wish I had time to explain at the same time, but anyway. Now the way he paints, he do everything in a shortcut, and then he all together that you don't really even you're trying to learn, you can't. So there's
Painted it so many times, he just paints it.
Yeah, he just paints. Because that happened in a few seconds, and that's it. Yeah. So
Kind of like how you did your tree yesterday. You painted it in just a few seconds because you know trees so well.
yeah. Now, if you happen to be, if I did that, if you want to see it again, ask me. Okay, always do. And then we will, if we have time, then we'll go through that. Okay, because those take a very long time to observe. But I give you some guidelines. So what you do, you always, even you rewind it, just watch how he used the brush. All right. Now, if we have more time, then we will do some more.
That's going to be.
That why I'm going to paint is the mountain similar. The technique is similar to this, except the composition, the shape different. The rest, the technique, the rest will be the same. All right, and I have to paint really fast. Okay, and I didn't have one. I didn't prepare one, so this is the only ones, right?
And we're doing winter?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we're going to do the summer in just a minute, but I'm going to start with the winters, and then we'll let them dry. And then when you editing, you got to put all this in together, because they're all over. Are you doing that too?
Putting them.
In order.
Oh.
Yeah. We
Right.
call. Remember I said that it's a new restaurant that I'm going to take you to tomorrow night. And I changed my mind. I've been there last night.
Oh, I don't like it, huh?
They are very unprofessional.
Oh.
A big restaurant, but I was really just, the food is okay, but the service and it was not really a Sichuan restaurant. Now I'm gonna paint this the type of tree it's not in our traditional Chinese landscape. The Master Seed Garden. You might find this quite easy to paint those trees instead of struggling with the deer horn. Now, look.
Oh, like poplar.
Those are this is the trees. Okay. There's you see this? You see what I mean? It's very easy to paint. Okay. But to get the nice shape, you still have to do a little study. I've seen this type of tree in San Francisco, right in front of the Holiday Inn in
Yes.
Chinatown.
Yeah, right on Grant.
And I used to bring my grandmother's, it's not my real grandmother, my godfather's mother, to this park, little corner, this little small park in Chinatown.
Oh, I know, right across the street from the Holiday Inn.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bridge across
Yes,
to go
to
Holiday
the
Inn.
cultural center.
Yes.
Yes,
When wintertime they are like this tall,
yes.
and then I converted them into this type of trees. Yeah. And
Like an Italian cypress.
and then I use them for winters. It's quite nice. And then I do have a painting using this kinds of tree. They're quite nice. Same time, if you just now you're using just water, you can use a little brown and yellow and
Just give it a touch.
yeah. Now, if the paper dries so quickly, if you want to spray, make sure that you cover it. Okay.
Basket.
You can use your hand or any papers will do.
Do you have your leg up?
Not right this minute because I was standing up. Thank you for reminding me
So we're not going to that restaurant.
Okay.
And we could go to, if still interested, and we could go to, no, unless you want Chinese food. Otherwise, you go to a regular Western, we call American restaurant, Granville.
Well, we love
I-
Chinese food. Good Chinese
Good
food.
Chinese food, yeah.
There are plenty, but they are not in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Shanghai cuisine?
Shanghai cuisine?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've stayed in Shanghai a lot.
Yeah, but we didn't eat Chinese food there.
I have.
I haven't.
Some of
Eat
the-
everything.
some of
I've
the-
gone into restaurants where they've had cages of everything, and you
Yeah.
stand there and pick out what
Yeah.
you want, and go upstairs and they cook it.
Some of the dishes are, a lot of dishes are very fatty, but they're
They
delicious.
taste good.
Of course they are.
It's like the
Delicious.
It's like the pork with the
Yes.
fat back
Yeah.
Fat
and the dried mustard greens. Oh, my favorite.
The dumplings are good.
The dumplings. Oh,
Love
Oh,
dumplings.
yes,
Jobao.
yes. There are a good, there are a Shanghainese restaurant.
Restaurants. Remember, Pam? Out by the Muslim temple there?
In Hong Kong? No.
No.
In Hangzhou. In the far
Oh,
part
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Hafanglu.
Okay, yes. Oh, yeah.
The Chinese in China has the largest Muslim population in the world, not Middle East.
That's right. Oh, yeah. They're really,
Those are telling
in
me
sight
by
in Hangzhou. They're out in sight a lot. So,
Yeah, we saw.
oh, well, they're really,
so it's very dangerous now for China. They become terrorists.
yeah. Well, they want their way. They want Sharia law.
That's not a good sign. And the foods are really good. I love it.
Is it different spices or?
Actually, it's a Chinese Muslim restaurant. If you just take the pork out of the menu, they're all the same.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That
Well, you just
But they
surprised
do-
us. We trust you.
but they don't have one here.
Oh.
They
Then
don't
why
have-
are you telling us this,
Yeah,
James?
we're getting all hungry.
Ouch. I'm just to see whether you know. They do have one in Washington D.C. Yeah. I
That's not
lived
far.
there for a very short time because my godmother's lived there. She used to force me to go visit her at least once a year.
And she spoiled you while you were there.
Yes.
He was going to say no.
I
knew-
know.
Knew that
I
you would
know.
catch him at him.
Terrible to be forced to go and be spoiled.
Endure all that.
She loved me more than she loved her own kid. You know, she used to be my student. Oh, her husband is American, and they are in a diplomat. My husband is computer geek. another way of painting slope. Okay. This time,
Expensive tools, these are very
this,
expensive.
High tech.
this time we're gonna use, you can use, oh, sorry. Sorry.
Can you just use a regular paintbrush? You know,
That's a regular paintbrush.
That's a regular paintbrush.
Painting,
Yeah.
House
Just-
painting
Yeah.
brush.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
Look,
yeah.
from here, okay?
Oh, shoot. I have those.
Out in the garage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. You see snow already,
Mm.
right?
I love using that.
Shall we all keep this as a
Secret,
Secret.
Oh, of course.
yes.
You know, a secret is something you tell one person at a time.
Would it? Now, plus a little brush stroke.
Get in there.
I do this is, of course you can paint it this way as well.